Yo, what's up, YouTube? I'm gonna share something with y'all that kind of happened to me on this job. I'll say about 5 years ago. Um, I was working for this company, a striping company, a road striping company, um, in Spartanburg, South Carolina. I was on this job, doing good, and they was training me to be a supervisor. Now, the supervisor starting off and makes at that time like $75,000 a year. And I ain't never made no $75,000 a year at no job I had. Out of all the overtime I did, I ain't never made $75,000 a year. So it was a pretty decent opportunity to make some decent money on something I love to do. Well, this one particular day, it was this guy that was working with me, and me and him was cool. Me and him never had any problems. I mean, we even liked the same basketball team, and San Antonio Spurs. Go Spurs, go! But anyway, we talked about sports, football. He a Clemson fan. I'm a Florida State fan. You know, um, there's no hate or animosity anywhere that I felt between the both of us. So I thought that we was a good team. Oh well, this day I called him to make sure he kind of knows that we gonna be going to work at a certain time. Keep in mind I am training to be a supervisor, so they giving me the responsibilities ahead of time, to see how I handle it. Um, and all of a sudden he goes off. I don't know what made him trigger, but he goes off on the phone. I said, you know what? Well, when we get to work tonight, we'll talk about it. Fast forward to that night, I pull up and I was like, yo, what's up? What you was talking about on the phone? And he said I said something. I snitched on him about something, about saying he went to prison and everything. Keep in mind, if somebody tell me something, I ain't the type of person to go running back and be like, yeah, this person said this. I don't do that drama crap, So so we're getting into a heated argument. Then he tries to hit me in my nose. I back up, laugh in the face. I'm like, chill out, man. I like, this ain't what you want. Chill out. And then he pulls out a knife. I said, okay, it's getting a little bit serious. So I go to my car. You got a knife. I got something. He backs off. So he said, you nothing but a nigger. You just nothing but a nigger. I said, oh. So we want to go there, okay? And I try to, play it down because I know that I was going to be making $75,000. So I was trying to play it off, try to keep calm. And he gets in the work truck, and I'm going to I'm still by my car. And I'm like, well, let me call the big dogs and let them know what's going on so they can handle this situation. Or tell me how to handle it. But before I could dial their number, he rides by, spits in my face, says, you nothing but a nigga. Pulls off. Now, at that moment, that split second, I felt kind of, I don't know, I was trying to humble myself and try to do the right thing, and then all of a sudden I felt this rage, just like rage of fire, this smoldering rage. And I hopped in my car. I followed that boy all the way to the job. When I got to the job site, I got out the car, I walked up to him, I said, "Oh, I'm nothing but a nigga," and I just start pounding him, hitting him with left, rights, and no, I didn't stop. I was enraged and I kept on going. But let me go back. Before that, I did call my mom called, and I was telling her what's going on, and she's like, "Son, you need to calm down. Don't go over there. Pull over. You know, calm down. Don't do what you about to do." I completely ignored the warning that my mother was giving me. So, like I said, I'll start wailing on him, left, right. I was hitting him. He couldn't do nothing. I was tearing his behind up. I was tearing him up. Somehow, when I hit him with like a right hook, and he fell, but he wasn't out. Somehow he tripped me up, and then when I fell, I put my hand, this hand, on his face like this, and I was trying to get up. Then when he did that, he grabbed this hand with both of his hands and bit this finger, bit this pinky. So that's why this pinky looked like this. So after that, somehow the police come and I see guns drawn, and he's like, "He started it. He's the one started. He's the one that did it. He's the one." And I'm like, look at my hand. I said, "Y'all see blood coming all down my arm." I said, "I'm the victim. Y'all need to go check him." So they take him, put him back in the police car. They, they was like, "Do you want to press charges?" Sat there and thought about it for about 10 minutes. And I was like, "No, because maybe, I could be found at fault too, because I did follow him to the job site." So after that, the big bosses come up. They said, "Look, give me your company cell phone, give me your company tablet, give me everything that's company, you're fired." Then he tells me to stay out of trouble. But if I would have listened and kind of thought about what was at stake before, I know it's hard. I'm telling you right now, I know it was hard. But if I would have just sat there and if I would just turned around and went home, I would have still had half of my pinky, or, look, I would have had that much of my pinky still. And I'd have been making over $75,000 a year for something I love to do. And I would have had my family in a better situation, than they are right now. So I shared this story because I want, somebody might be going through the same thing I'm going through, and they might be wanting to go off on somebody, but at the same time, you don't know why this is happening. I mean, this guy might have been jealous because I was going to get the job and he wasn't. Or, I was black and he was white and he didn't want a black man, to have that job. Who knows? I don't, what I'm saying? Because the argument came out of nowhere when I did call him, so. But I had control of the situation and I blew it. Because of my anger. When I could have been man enough to think about my responsibilities as a man and put whoever I'm carrying in a better situation. I mean, I hope it helps somebody out. That's why I do a lot of these posts, to help one person that might be going through something similar or something similar to what I'm going through. Do I think about it? Yeah. If I didn't think about it no more, I wouldn't make this video. But I mean, it ain't. I mean, I ain't down and out. That job was a job, but I still had, you know, opportunity to level up, and I failed that test. So the next time you're on your job, somebody piss you off, you know what I'm saying? Think about it. I mean, the spit in the face part, I mean, that's very, 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 very difficult to turn your head from. But you gotta look at what's at stake. Especially if you're a man, and you got a family, you got kids to take care of. You on child support, you still got to take care of your responsibilities. No matter the reason why you on child support, you still got to take care of your responsibilities. So, yeah, I messed that up. But somebody learn from it. Use your brain before you act. Okay? Y'all take care. Y'all know what it is. I'm out of here.